Now to our other top story. It was a heinous crime that sent shockwaves throughout the state, the brutal murder of Dana Ireland.
Now, more than 25 years later, one of the men convicted of Dana Ireland's murder wants to be released, and he has a team of some of Hawaii's most prominent defense attorneys supporting him. Albert Ian Schweitzer was found guilty of murdering, raping, and kidnapping Dana Ireland on the Big Island.
He was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole, although his minimum sentence was set at 130 years, basically guaranteeing he would never be set free again. But now he could be, if lawyers with the Hawaii Innocence Project get their way.
And tonight we dig into the evidence Schweitzer's attorneys say proves he did not commit this crime. 23-year-old Dana Ireland was riding her bicycle to her sister's house along a secluded road in Puna on Christmas Eve in 1991. That night, she was found hit by a vehicle, brutally raped, and left to die on the side of the road. 3 years later, Frank Pauline Jr. confessed to the killings and also pointed a finger at the Schweitzer brothers, Albert Ian and Sean. Pauline was eventually sentenced to life in prison. He died in 2015 after being killed in prison. Sean Schweitzer was only 16 when Dana Ireland was murdered. He was sentenced to 5 years probation and a year in jail for manslaughter. Here's what he said back in 1999.
It's a very tragic thing that happened to her daughter. But yes, me and my brother are innocent.
His brother, Albert Ian Schweitzer, remains locked up in an Arizona prison with no chance of getting out. But attorneys with the Hawaii Innocence Project, Brooke Hart and Bill Harrison, are asking for a new trial for Albert Ian Schweitzer on the grounds of innocence, ineffective assistance of counsel, new DNA evidence, and other new evidence. The court documents say Schweitzer's trial attorney failed to call the key alibi witness to the stand, namely their uncle, and that he failed to properly investigate the case. The documents go on to say Schweitzer's other attorney who represented him in his appeal also provided ineffective counsel. The documents say DNA evidence does not match Schweitzer, and that because of scientific advancements, they want that evidence retested. In 2015, the Hawaii Innocence Project hired an independent collision reconstruction expert who said the expert who testified for the state back in 2000 made his theory based on false scientific calculations. The expert back then said a Volkswagen Bug had hit Dana Ireland. Albert Ian Schweitzer had a Volkswagen Bug. But the new expert says it doesn't appear a Volkswagen Bug with 3 passengers could have hit Ireland based on his calculations. Court documents also say a confidential informant has recently come forward with important information relating to this case. And we reached out to attorneys Brooke Hart and Bill Harrison, but they declined to comment. We will follow up and we will let you know if the court decides to grant Schweitzer a new trial. We've also posted the new court documents on our website, khon2.com.